Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome, so glad to have you, and if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. Anyway, what are we up to today? So right now I am working on my Castle Wolf. It's turning out really, really good. I absolutely love it. But it is, I'm working on color 154 right now, which is the hourglass ones. I'm going to give it a few minutes, see if anyone else shows up. Hello, Connie, how are you? And then we're going to do a little bit of kind of an unboxing, but not really. Because I got these off of Diamond Art Club, and I'm going to be trying to show these a little bit better. I got 3 of them. I've already used one in this pen. So this one has wax in it. I'm going to try to use one of them with Eddie. See how well it works. Hi, Margie. I'm glad to see you here. How are you doing? But so we will try to figure out how well these work. With the wax in them, it seems like the feather down, you have to twist it, the harder it gets to twist. And I've almost got this one twisted all the way down to the end of the, I don't know what you would call that. But anyway, all the way down to the end of that part of it. I am doing really good this morning. I went and saw my mom yesterday, and she actually had a full conversation with me. I took her some French fries and some ice cream. She really didn't eat the French fries, but she did eat the ice cream. Hi, Angie. How are you? So glad to see you here. So I had a really good visit with her. She was acting more like herself than she has in a long time. So I was really happy about that. I told her that I'd tried to call her and she wasn't answering her phone. Well, apparently her charger for her phone has disappeared, so I've got to take her another one down there. But I was just so happy that she was in a much better mood. And then yesterday it was a really busy day for me. I went and saw her, but I was waiting around the house after I took Joshua to work. I came back home and I was waiting here because I thought I was going to have Remy at 11, and I was going to take her down to see my mom with me. And turned out Courtney didn't have to be at work until 2, which was the time that I had to go and pick up Joshua. Well, I waited and waited and waited, and she never did show up, so I called her, and she told me at that time that she didn't have to be there till 2. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go down there. Just make sure you have her at the house by 1, because I've got to leave to go and get Joshua. She was like, okay. Well, it was about 1:30 before we ended up being able to leave to go get Joshua, which was probably a good thing. Good morning, Granny. How are you? But it was probably a good thing because I got up there. Josh was supposed to get off at 2. It was a few minutes after 3. In fact, it was to the point that I was texting him whenever he called me, telling him I'm going to have to go back home and get the boys and come back because they'll be off the bus soon. Well, the bus normally doesn't run till about 3:40 in the afternoon. In fact, the whole time that I've been here, I can probably count on one hand how many times that it has showed up before 3:40. Well, I finally pick him up and we head back home and we pull into the neighborhood and I was like, 3:28. I've got 7 minutes to spare. I get home and the boys are already at the house. So I didn't have any minutes to spare. They had actually just got there, but still. It made me feel bad because I wasn't there as soon as they got home. But it was only like 2 minutes. I am using wax in this one right now. I was waiting on, yes, this is the new stainless steel tip on it. I was waiting on some more people to get in here, which we can do this now. Hold on just a second. Let me finish placing that one drill. I'm going to close this up real quick. And let's see. Hold on just a second. Oops, not what I meant to do. Let me minimize this so I can open. I was trying to get it so that I could. Let's zoom it out just a little bit. Okay. It is the push out wax. Hold on. My only problem with it is once you get further down into the tip, it's harder to twist. Now, yes, I'm using my silicone mat to start getting it to where it would. This one actually has wax in it. And it's working okay. It's just a little harder to twist the further down you get into it. But that's what we were going to do today. I've got 2 more of the twist and pick ones to go with it. So let's see. We will use this. This is another one that it came out of the side on. I'm trying to put this in, get this to where it's in your view. See how bad that tip is where all the wax and putty and everything started coming out the side? Okay, so I'm going to take out, if I can do this with my thumb. Maybe we might not be doing this today. Well, I do not have my pliers anywhere near me. Let's try the other one that I have. Maybe I can get that one out easier. Okay, if we can't do it with this one, then we're in trouble. And it's not that this is that hard to take out. It's that my thumb is still bruised and still a little swollen. Okay, I got this one. So we are going to open up one of these. And I'm going to put the putty in this one instead of the wax. And I know this putty looks awful because I've been using it a little bit, but it's in here. I actually bought some of the pink putty before I started getting them with it in there. So I just put it in my little wax container with the rest of them. Let's see how much we need to put in here. I just kind of roll it up in a little piece like this. Stick it down in there. We're going to need more than that. I really, even if I don't use these pins, I do like their putty. And the way I fill my pins is I just stab it in there, just like wax. Except I kind of scoot it around a little bit, and it's easy to load into the single tips. Okay. Let's see, is that going to be enough, or is that too much? Or I'm just not having a good time with this today. I'm getting it too long. Can you tell I was never good at using putty and stuff in school? Okay. I think that that's probably going to be good. Then we just stick this back in here. And then we put this back on there. And this is going to be my putty one. But since it's having to go all the way down through the tip, I've got to twist it quite a bit. Let's see, we might need to put some more in there. Once again, the fight with getting this out. See, it pushed it all the way down. We're going to put a little bit more in there. It shouldn't take that much more. I don't want so much that it's going to make it hard to put this little piece in. That's the thing. Whenever you fill these up, you got to do it just a little bit at a time. There we go. See? Now, if you can see that, I hope you can. I'm trying to hold it up over this. It has the putty coming out of the end. And these are metal. And so far, I have refilled my wax one twice. And I haven't had any issues with putty or wax coming out of the side of it. So I'm hoping that this metal tips will work a lot better on these. I'm still going to use my other pens. This is one of my other favorite pens that I use here at the house. But I really do like these pens, especially whenever I take it in the car. So it's not that hard to do it. Now that I have putty in this one, I get to hear my popping sound. But I do have one more of these. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet because I used my points and I got 3 of them. So I'm going to throw this part away. And I did get in on the Hobby Lobby clearance stuff the other day. I finally got the one painting that I wanted. I got the calendar. Actually, I got the one painting that I wanted. I got the calendar, some bookmarks, and what else was it? They did have some Diamond Art Club pens, just the regular ones, not the twist ones. There, that's the reason I was telling you about that, Granny, in the comments, was you had somebody asking if there was, I thought that she was asking about a place where she could get a regular pen because she got the wrong tips. Maybe I misunderstood it though. But they had the regular pens on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I hear my popping. That's the one thing I love about putty. I love the popping noise it makes. I think that is my favorite thing about putty. I am so sorry to hear that, Angie. I was sick a few weeks ago. I don't believe it was COVID, but I completely understand. Yep. I got some Christmas stuff, and then I got the one painting that I really wanted on clearance. So I did get that. I've got a bunch more to unbox. I've gotten so far behind on my unboxings. But I did get one done yesterday. I'm trying to do at least 2 unboxings a week right now and at least 1 coffee chat and WIP. I don't have one in the town that I live in. I have to drive 45 minutes in either direction to find a Hobby Lobby. And I go about halfway to take my son to work on Fridays. So if I have to go into Fort Smith, I'll go ahead and go up there then. But the town that we were camping in last had a Hobby Lobby, so I was able to go in there, and I got a couple of the Christmas ones there, and then the next week I was able to go to the one in Fort Smith, and they had the calendars. So I was able to get all the stuff that I wanted from there. And then I went over to Walmart. I spent way, way too much money that day. Because they had the Christmas diamond paintings, which since I'd already spent so much on Hobby Lobby, I did not buy any of the diamond dots paintings. Yes, I got the calendar. I haven't opened it yet, but I do have it. But went over to Walmart, and then they had all the Christmas ones, but I'd already spent way too much on that, and I bought the 3-panel. I bought one of the 3-panel diamond paintings from Walmart that day. And then I went grocery shopping the other day and went ahead and got the second one. So I haven't bought any of the Diamond Dots ones, including the Christmas tree one that I wanted. I'm going to have to slow down on buying them. Is what I like. A whiteboard. What are you talking about? Oh, I will. I will probably do that Tuesday. Oh, the calendar is a whiteboard. I have not even opened the box yet. I watched you unbox yours. But yeah, I'm going to get a hold of DAC soon. Okay, what color? 154, the hourglass. That's the only one that I've been working on since I got up, and then I forget which one I'm working on. But all in all, yesterday it was a pretty good day. It wasn't too bad at all. Hi, Nita. How are you doing? So glad to have you here. Yeah, it was a pretty good day yesterday. I'm not sure how busy it's going to be at work this weekend. I'm hoping that it's busier than last weekend, but not so busy that we are running around with our like chickens. Because the last few weeks on Saturday, we've been getting out of there way too early. I can't afford to keep doing that. But yesterday I went out and cleaned out the van a little bit more. I'm trying to get it ready to take it down to the shop so that I can get them to change out all the fluids in it. Transmission, oil, any of that needs to be changed out. You're not late, it's fine. I'm just so glad that you got to come in and chat with us today. But I cleaned it out a little bit more. There is so much stuff stored in there, and I've gotten about half of it out of it now. I am not looking forward to pulling all of the carpet out of there. That is not going to be fun at all. But once I do that and get it to where I can start deciding how I'm going to build it out, it'll probably go pretty quickly because I'm not going to do anything fancy with it. I'm just going to put a regular bed in there and probably just buy like a dresser from Walmart or one of the cheaper stores, and make my counter out of that. And that's basically going to be the whole build, except I'll have a fold-up table in there for my diamond painting it, of course. I don't think I could go too many days without diamond painting. It's like whenever I fell and bent back my thumb the other day, and actually it was while I was recording a video. I reached down to throw a toolkit in a bin, and it had gotten scooted back further than what it normally was, and I tipped over the chair. I will, once I get it cleaned out, I may give y'all little bits and pieces of it as I am building it out. But right now, I definitely have to get the carpet out of there. There is no cleaning that carpet. But the first thing I've got to do is get all the fluids changed, and then we'll see how well it runs. Then I'm going to work on getting new tires and a new battery and all that. I know it runs because we drove it down here from my daughter's house after it had sat for 3 years. I just don't want to drive it too much until we get everything done. But I cannot wait to start getting that cleaned up so that I can go camping. I didn't get any of the stickers. I didn't get any of I got 2 paintings on the clearance. That's all I got on clearance. And then I bought some of the Christmas bookmarks, which only have 2 bookmarks in it. And I was on the fence about getting them. I wanted to get the ornaments, the Christmas ornaments, but even after the 50% off, I thought that they were too much for those. So I didn't get those. I've never tried the diamond dot stickers though. But a lot of times the diamond dots, whenever it comes to the little mini stuff, like the bracelets and stuff, they don't come with very many, and unless you can get them on a really good clearance, I haven't really bought any of them. I did too. I've got so many paintings that I need to unbox from Walmart. I only got 2 or 3 all together from Hobby Lobby. And one of them is the one that I was telling you that I wanted. It finally went on clearance at the Hobby Lobby I go to. Definitely not worth it. Even on my ornaments and keychains and stuff, normally I'll pay up to $1, $1.50 a piece for them. But I don't think a sticker would be worth it. Yay. I'm so happy to hear that popping noise. So I will say, though, that this other pen with wax in it, whenever you put wax in it instead of putty, it works really well for the A beads because it's not going to be able to pull the wax out of your pen. So I do like using the one with the wax in it, especially for A beads. Makes it so much easier for me anyway. The putty likes to stick too much to them, and I'm afraid that it'll pull the coating off. I have actually had that happen before. Yeah, I am having so much fun working on this painting. I love the way it's turning out. I did do a couple squares on my cottage the other day. That cottage is going to be a very slow build, but eventually I'll get it done. And then I don't have it in here. It's out in my car. I was going to show you. I'm working on one that I had in my stash. It's just a little Pooh Bear and Friends. I'm laying down drills on Castle Wolf. Hold on just a second. Okay, I don't have the big picture in here, but I do have this one. It's Castle Wolf by David Pimfound. Let me turn it so you can actually see it. See if it'll show up on the camera. I'll get a little bit closer. But I love the way that this is looking and turning out. But this seems like the castle looks more like a Halloween castle, like a haunted castle to me. I don't know why, but maybe it's just the background of it, but I love castles. I don't know what it is about the castles and stuff. I've got 2 of the Randall Spangler castles. I would love to get all of those. But I absolutely love any painting with a castle in it. And then it is looking really good so far. I will try in my next video to show a picture of it. And I meant to put pictures in my last unboxing of my tower setup with these butterfly trays, but I forgot to. I'm so sorry about that. I've got Snow Castle and Some Enchanted Evening. Those are the only 2 of them that I've gotten so far. I really want all the other ones, though. And with the Some Enchanted Evening, at first, whenever I first got it, I did not think that there was any dragons in it. But if you look up in the sky, you can see the outlines of the dragons in the sky. And I absolutely love that painting. I haven't started it yet. I've got so many that I want to start. But if I started every one that I wanted to, I'd have like 50 WIPs going. Right now, I've got 2 big ones and 2 small ones that I'm working on. But I'm doing the Pooh Bear and Friends not really for Stars event, but just I use their events as like a theme so that I can get a lot of my stash done. I've done 4 of his, I think. I did so many books, so little time. And that one was for Axel's therapy teacher, his physical therapist. And I went ahead and put his name on one of the books in that one. And then I've done, what is it? It's a dragon. It was the dragon in the bathtub. And then you look out behind it and it has the castle in the background and the fairies. No judgment here, Margie. I'm not going to judge anybody for that. It's like I try to buy the license if I can. And if I buy one that isn't by accident, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. It's just, it happens, and I'm still going to work on the painting. I paid for it. And I've gotten one that was a gift from somebody that was unlicensed. So I have no problem with the budget companies. And everybody deserves to be able to do their diamond paintings. I am in total belief that, and a lot of people do these for the stress reliefs and all that. So you try to only have 3 WIPs. I'm a little bit, there are times that I have at least 5 going. In fact, let me see. I'm using my phone to watch the chat, so give me just a second. I'm going to try to show y'all a picture. I had some ones kitted up in my back room. I thought they were out of Remy's reach and stuff. And now I haven't showed a picture of the back room because it looks absolutely awful. But you try to put this where you can see it. I go into the living room and one of my other boxes is setting over this, like she was trying to hide it. I went to the back room and she had emptied out like 3 or 4 containers, suitcases of drills. I think most of them were just extra drills, but there was a couple that I had kitted up in there and never started on. So I am not sure that that is one of those, or if it's just one that, if she just got into ones that I had never kitted down. That is okay. Like I said, no judgment here. That's why I really don't mention a whole lot about that, because I want everybody to have fun. And what did I do with my pen now? Okay. Which one of these is the putty? This one. Whenever I first started, one of my first ones that I did was it's called Tea Time by Randall Spangler. I didn't know that it was a licensed one then. And since then, I've bought it in the Diamond Art Club because for one thing, I dropped it whenever I was moving it to a different part of the house, and I didn't realize that I dropped it and it got ruined. But another reason is I wanted to see what the better one would look like. So I've got that one in my stash. I have not done it yet. I need to start doing a couple of my stash video unboxings a week. Maybe I can show y'all my stash that way. I've got way too many. But I've got Tea Time by Randall Spangler that I want to get it done. And I've already done it, but it was one that I didn't know was licensed whenever I first started diamond painting. And then Lexi got me into Diamond Art Club, and that was the end of the story. I talked to her yesterday, and for some reason, I was thinking her baby was due in October. No, her baby is due in November, on November 14th. Our anniversary is November 8th. And then my mom's birthday is November 11th. My daughter is the one that got me started diamond painting. And then on top of that, she's the one that bought me my first Diamond Art Club. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we're going to get to go on our little vacation real far away. We might just camp up in around Fort Smith somewhere. So that if something does happen, we'll be able to come back and go to town where she's going to be at. So, and then my son is getting married on the 21st of October. Mo's birthday is in October. So we're going to have a really busy next couple of months as far as events and stuff going on. I've got to go and buy a dress for the wedding. I do not wear dresses unless I absolutely have to. My kids will too. The only difference is Lexi might take some of them, but we have completely different taste in most paintings. They are good things. I'm hoping that everything works out to where we can still go on vacation, but then it's like I told Lexi, your baby is making up for whenever you were a baby, because I was convinced that Lexi was going to come on my birthday. I don't care what they do with my diamond paintings. I would just prefer that they not be thrown away, though. But I'm sure that they could find somebody to give them to. In fact, I'm going to have to start donating more of mine because I've got so many here that I do not know what to do with once I finish them. I've got almost a full book of diamond paintings that I'm going to take down to the nursing home so that they can give them out to the residents. And I might even do some coasters or something so that they can give out the coasters to the residents for their Christmas party or something. I have never been to Florida. In fact, up until probably, it's been a long time, but up until we went to see my husband's grandma the first time, I had never been out of the 5 surrounding states surrounding Arkansas. And even since then, I've been to California twice. I believe twice. And that is the only other times that I've went out of the surrounding states. Maybe one day I'll get to travel to all the national parks and stuff. That's something that I really, really want to do. I would love to go across the country just camping in all the different parks. I'm not sure I would trust my van, though, to do that once I get it fixed. Yeah, I see my grandbabies, at least 3 of them, almost every day. They just live right up the street from me. Let's see. But my husband was originally from Huntington Beach, California. But I will say that Arkansas is really a pretty state. There's a lot of really nice parks in Arkansas. I love Mount Nebo. I love if you go up there and look off the view from the campground, it's just absolutely beautiful. You see all of the towns for miles. You can see them, and at night, you look out over that and you can see all the lights from the town. It's just so pretty. I love that. But it is already 9:49. I can't believe how fast this hour goes by. I absolutely cannot believe how fast it goes by. We've only got about 10 minutes left. But I had to, Stardust would have been in here today. See, I've never been to Ohio. Think I've been to Oklahoma, Arkansas. We drove through. Did we drive through Oregon going to California? I think so. Nevada. I definitely do not like the cold. Luckily, here it gets cold, but it's bearable most times. We might have a week or so out of the winters that gets really, really cold. Maybe once or twice a winter. And normally we only get snow like once or twice. I don't know what the... Alexa, what's the temperature today?
Right now, it's 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 97 degrees.
It's 78 degrees right now, and excuse me. And it's supposed to get up to 97 today, which isn't as bad as it has been, but I like the temperature right now. I don't mind the 40s and 50s if I can cover up or something. But gets much colder than that, and that's just a little too cold for me. I'm jealous, Granny. I want the 75 degrees all day long. I would love that. Of course, I'm going to be in an office all night, so I wouldn't get to enjoy it except for on my lunches and stuff. But maybe on the way home, I can open the sunroof and stuff on the way home. Yeah, I like those temperatures. In fact, this room that I have back here, if it's too hot or too cold, this room is really, really hard to keep the temperature just right in here. Here, it's not too bad. We just had some rain the other day, so we're doing okay right now. In fact, while we were camping, it rained one day while we were up there, which is fine. I slept really good that night. I love hearing it rain while I'm in the camper. Love the sound of the rain on the roof. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to have to take off. I got to go get ready for work, unfortunately. But thank you so much for everybody stopping by. I've had a wonderful time today. Everyone take care. I will see you all later. Thank you so much. And if you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, or not comment. I'm too used to regular videos. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I would love to have you. Everyone, take care. Bye.